Now this is very important type. So here the statement of the question is evaluate this integration and this integration where 0 less than alpha less than 1. So to first of all I will integrate the first integration, that is a x raised to power alpha minus 1 and over 1 minus x, and then x raised to power alpha minus 1 over 1 plus. Now to prove this integration, so what is the solution of this type? So first I consider the function f of z, which is equal to z raised to power alpha minus 1 over 1 minus z, where 0 less than alpha less than 1. So it means 1 minus alpha is positive. So if it is a positive, so this element is, this z is at this place. So this is a, because this value is positive. If this is a negative, 1 minus alpha is positive, and now alpha minus 1 is a negative. So if this is a negative, so this is at this side. So this is at this side. Now poles of function fz are given by z 1 minus alpha into 1 minus z equal to 0. Because this is a negative term, so this term will be shifted to at this place. So it means this is equal to 0. Then it means, it implies the value of z is 0 and 1. So these are two poles, one is 0 origin and second is 1. So my aim is to remove these points. So for a given question we have two poles. Now to construct the domain, so I will construct the domain in this way. So I have two singular points on a real line, on a real axis. One is this O, so this is a O, and second is a 1. So suppose this point is 1. So this point is 1. So these are the 2 points. Now I take a circle of radius r. So semicircle, if I take, this is 1 and this is minus 1. So I take the semicircle. So this is semicircle of this kind. It is of radius r. It means this value is minus r and this is equal to capital R, because so we have a circle of radius, half circle of radius r. Now this my aim is to remove these 2 points. One is 0 and second is 1, because these are the pole of a function fz. So how I will remove these points? So I will remove these points by taking a small circle. So if I take, this is a some circle of radius r1. So I taking the half circle of radius r1. So it means this value is minus r1 and this value is r1. So this is a radius r1. And second, I am taking the next half circle. So this is of this kind. So this kind, it means this is a minus from this. So this point is 1. So this is a 1. This is a 1 minus R2. So this is a here I write it as 1 minus R2. So this point is 1 minus R2, and this point is 1 plus R2. This point is, because this distance is 1 and this is a R2. So 1 minus R2, this point is 1 minus R2, and this point is 1 plus R2, and this point is minus R1, and this point is R1. So this is a domain of consideration. Now if I take this domain, so in this region the function is analytic. So this is, in this region the function is analytic. Now, so in this way, if I start from this point, so first this is my first half circle. So it is denoted by, because it's a half circle of radius capital R, so I write it as C capital R, because it is a half circle of capital R. So in anti-clockwise, so this is a half circle of capital R, so this is equal to CR. Now going to this way, this is minus R, then at that place it is a real axis minus R2 minus R1. So next integration is this. So this is a minus R2 R minus R1. After that we have this circle. So this is a, in this way, in this direction. So this is a clockwise direction. So I write it as C of small r1, because it is a, so also I can write it as gamma 1, and this is gamma 2. So this is a small gamma 1 of radius r1, and at this place, so this is minus r1 to 1 minus r2. So this is a circle again in this way. So this is real line, this is again gamma 2, which is of radius r2. Now after that, from this point to this point, so this is again a real axis. So this 1 plus r2 to r, so this direction, so in this direction, in this direction, and in this direction, so this is a 1 plus r2 to r. So this is the integration of the our region. Now by using the Cauchy residue theorems, so I will apply the Cauchy residue theorems to find the integration of the entire domain. So what is the entire domain? So entire domain is equal to, by using the Cauchy residue theorem, the integration around that entire domain is equal to 0. Now start from, if I start from this point, so if I start from this point, so what is this? So by Cauchy, so by Cauchy residue theorem, so I write it as by Cauchy residue theorems, residue theorems. So there is no singular point inside the domain. It means this integration around this region is equal to 0. If integration around this region is 0, so it means the, what is this integration? So this integration is first from this minus 1. So this is a integration minus r2 minus r1, and this is a real line. So I write it as f of x into dx. So this point plus, next is plus, this is integration of second, this is a region gamma 1, and here it is again f of z into dz plus third is r1. So this is integration is from this to this, and then gamma 1, then r1 integration r1, or this is r1 to 1 minus r2. So remember, so again it is a real axis, so I write it as fx into dx plus next integration. So next integration is equal to which is equal to next integration this values. So next integration is 1 r1 to 1 minus r2, then this is integration around gamma to f of z into dz this values, and after that which is a integration of 1 plus r2 to capital R. So this is a real axis which is a fx into dx, and after the last integration plus this integration, so this is a integration CR f of z into dz, and this term is equal to 0. So this is the integration and this term is equal to 0. If this term is equal to 0, then what we get? So this is a by residue theorems, this total sum is equal to 0. If total sum is equal to 0, then my aim is to find the value of all of these terms. So how we will find the value of all these integrations? So that is my question, ki how I will find the integration of all these question. Then I will take the radius of capital R approaches to infinity and small r1 and r2 approaches to 0. So this is my aim. Now first of all, I find the value of this term which is a CR, this term. So this is find out by this integration CR. So this is around the origin 0 and R approaches to infinity. So first I take the limit by using that method. So I will find limit of z approaches infinity into z into f of z. So just substitute the value of z into fz. So this value will become, because z is alpha minus 1, so this value is equal to limit of z approaches infinity z raised to power alpha over 1 minus z, or 0 less than alpha less than 1. So alpha lies between these values. So when we approach z equal to infinity, so this value, if we divided, this value is equal to limit of z approaches to infinity. So this is 1y, this is z raised to power alpha minus 1 over 1 by z minus 1, this value, and this is approaches to 0, since 0 less than alpha less than 1. So it means alpha minus 1 less than 0. So this values. So this can be written as limit z approaches to infinity, and this value is 1 by z raised to power 1 minus alpha over 1 by z minus 1. So this term is 0 over 0 minus 1, and this value is equal to 0. So this is a k. So here I get the value of k. Now in this region, what is the integration? So integration is equal to limit of r approaches to infinity around CR, this values f of z into d of z. So this value is equal to, so just see that iota into theta 2. So what is theta 2? Because this is of this kind half circle. It means theta 2 is pi and theta 1 is 0. So this is pi minus 0 into k 0. So this value is equal to 0. So we get the integration of this value which is equal to 0. So write it as equation number 2, this values. But this is possible when capital R approaches to infinity. Now in the case of second around region 0, so what is limit of z approaches to 0? So this can be written as z minus 0 into f of z. So this is same case. So what is this? Limit of z approaches 0, z raised to power alpha over 1 minus z. So again this value is 0. So this is a k. So this is k values. So what is this? So this is limit of r1 approaches to 0. So integration around gamma 1 f of z into dz. So this limit and this limit is equal to iota and then phi angle theta 2 minus theta 1 into k, right? So here it is k. Now this is a half circle of this kind. This is of this kind. So this is in this way. So it means this angle which is a theta 1. So what is theta 1? Theta 1 here pi and theta 2 is here 0. So remember theta 2 is 0, theta 1 is pi. So this is 0 minus pi. So remember that not pi minus 0 because this direction is clockwise. So if this direction is clockwise, so this is 0 minus pi into 0. So this total term is equal to 0. So this can be written as equation number 3. Now after going to this, so this is a of this kind. Now next term is z approaches to 1. That is the integration around the function this around the region gamma 2. So what is gamma 2? So limit of z approaches to 1 z minus 1 into f of z. So what is this values? So this value will become limit of z approaches to 1. This values limit z approaches to 1 and this value if z approaches to 1. So this is a z minus 1 into z raised to power alpha minus 1 over 1 minus z, this value. So this cancel with this term. So this is a minus limit z approaches to 1 z raised to power alpha minus 1, this values. Now this limit is equal to 1. So total value is equal to minus 1. So this is a k which is equal to minus 1. So remember this values. Now to find the integration by using that method, so limit of this limit of R2, this is region, this R2 approaches to 0. If R2 approaches to 0, so this integration around f of z into dz, this values. So this is around gamma 2 and this value is equal to first iota, then theta 2 minus theta 1 into k. So this is a theta 2 minus theta 1 into k. Now find the value of theta 2 and theta 1. Now again this is a semicircle of this kind in anti-clockwise direction. If it is anti-clockwise direction, so theta 1 angle is pi and theta 2 angle is 0. So remember that. Now substitute, this value is iota into theta 2, which is 0, minus theta 1 pi. So what is the value of k, which is minus 1. So this is positive. So this total value is equal to pi iota. So remember that. So this is equation number 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this value is equal to equation number this, and this is pi iota. Now as we take r approaches to 0, as we take r1 approaches to 0, r2 approaches to 0, and capital R approaches to infinity, and substitute the value of 2, 3, 4 in equation number 1. So as r1 approaches to 0, r2 approaches to 0, and capital R approaches to infinity, and substitute the value of equation number 2, 3 and 4 in equation number 1. So what it will become? So just see that. Now this r2 approaches to integration around gamma 2 is pi iota, and integration around other term is equal to 0. So substitute that value in equation number 1. So when we substitute all these values, so just come to the equation number 1. So this is equation number 1. Now, so this r, I write here, this capital R, this approaches to infinity. So this approaches to infinity, this approaches to 0. So it means minus infinity to this point 0, right? So minus removed, this minus removed. So minus infinity to 0. And this term, limit of this gamma 1, r1 approaches to 0, and this is limit of r2 approaches to 0. It means this r1 is 0 and r2 approaches to 0. So this limit is from 0 to 1. So this is limit from 0 to 1. So see at this place. And again gamma 2 at this place. So this is a limit of r2 approaches to 0. So this limit is 0, and this is 1 to infinity. So this will become infinity, and this will become a 1. So this limit is 1 to infinity, and this is limit capital R approaches to infinity. Now this term will become 0, right? Gamma 1, this term will become 0, and this term will become 0. This term will become 0, and this term will become pi iota. This term will become pi into iota, right? So this term will become 0, this term will become 0, and this term will become pi iota. So what I get the result? If this term is 0, so I will remove this term. so this term will be 0. So this integration plus this values plus this integration 0 to 1. So this is a integration 0 to 1 f of x into dx. So I remove this values again. So what is the next values? So next value is pi iota. So first I remove this values and this values, so its value is pi iota. So pi iota, so plus it is pi iota. So what is the next term? So next term, this term is 0. So this is from 1 to plus integration 1 to infinity f of x into dx, this term, and this is equal to 0. So remove all this term. So this term, so I write this term, so this term is equal to 0. So what is its value? So this is a equation number 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is a equation number 5. So this is a equation number 5. So in this way we can find this integration. So what is the value of this integration? So if I remove these all terms, so I will find the integration of this values. So just so first I remove so now simplify our result, these values. Now here it is minus infinity to 0, this term, and 0 to infinity, 0 to 1 and 1 to infinity. So when we combine these two results, so this will become a 0 to infinity plus pi iota. So I get here, it implies next value, it implies integration minus infinity to 0 f of x into dx. So this integration and this integration mean this is integration 0 to infinity f of x into dx plus pi iota, which is equal to 0. So see the step very carefully. Now this values, that is my first step. Now in this case only the difference is in limit. So it implies f of minus x, if I change x to minus x, so this value will become minus time minus infinity mean plus infinity. So because it is if I replace plus infinity to 0, if multiply by minus again, then it is 0 to infinity, and this is f of minus x into dx plus this values. So again 0 into infinity f of x into dx plus pi iota equal to 0. This is my next step. So only difference is in this values. So what is this values? So here it is f of minus x. So when I replace f of minus x, so I will get this kind of equation. So limit is plus infinity to 0, so f of minus x, and this is a minus dx. When then minus and minus is positive, so it will become 0 to infinity. Now this value can be written as, now this is, so first I just simplify this, so there will be no mistake in calculation. So just simplify this result by minus integration plus infinity to 0 f of minus x, this minus is of this, so this is a dx. Now this minus is now interchanging this limit, so this is 0 to infinity, and this minus will be converted as plus. Now from this, now I substitute, so this values, now substitute the value of f of x. So what is the value of f of x? So it implies this limit, which is a 0 to infinity. So here f of minus x. So f of minus x means minus x raised to power alpha minus 1 over, here it is 1 minus x. So 1 minus x will converted as 1 plus x into dx. So what is the value of this? Is 1 minus z. So this is alpha minus 1. Again plus this value. This is again 0 to infinity. F of x means x raised to power alpha minus 1 over 1 minus x into dx plus pi iota is equal to 0. So I get this values, right? So in this way, here this is 1 plus and this values plus pi iota equal to 0. Now equating real and imaginary part in this form, because this can be written as, now in the next step, so this term minus 1 can be written as e raised to power iota pi. So this value, if I write, this value is equal to minus 1 into x. So this value can be written as e raised to power iota pi. Now this is minus x raised to power alpha minus 1. So minus x raised to power alpha minus 1. So this value can be written as 0 to infinity x into e raised to power iota pi and then raised to power alpha minus 1 over 1 plus x into dx plus 0 to infinity x raised to power alpha minus 1 over 1 minus x plus pi iota, which is equal to 0. Now in the next step, so this can be written as, so this value x raised to power alpha minus 1 into e raised to power iota into pi minus alpha, right? So this can be written as, so just write it as this can be written as 0 to infinity x raised to power alpha minus 1 e raised to power iota alpha minus 1 pi over 1 plus x into dx plus 0 to infinity x raised to power alpha minus 1 over 1 minus x into dx plus iota pi is equal to 0. So this values. So I get this value. So in this way we find this values. So this value can be written as of this kind. Now from this equating real and imaginary part. So equating real and imaginary part, so we get the real part is equal to 0. So from this, so just at this place, just see the calculation. So it may be alpha minus, yes, right. Now this can be written as this values. So this is a 0 raised to power, if I multiply 0 raised to power infinity, this is x raised to power alpha minus 1 e raised to power iota alpha pi into e raised to power minus iota pi. So this is a minus 1. So this is a minus 1 over 1 plus x into dx plus this integration 0 to infinity x raised to power alpha minus 1 over 1 minus x into dx, which is equal to minus pi iota. So just see that. Now this term can be written as this term. This is a minus term. This can be written as cos alpha, cos of pi alpha. So this term can be written as, this is integration, positive term, 0 to infinity x raised to power alpha minus 1 over 1 minus x into dx. So this first positive term, then from this which is a minus, so this value is equal to minus 0 to infinity. So this can be written as cos alpha pi plus iota sin alpha pi. So this is x raised to power alpha minus 1 cos of pi alpha over 1 plus x into dx, right? First part. Second part minus iota 0 to infinity x raised to power alpha minus 1 sine of pi alpha over 1 plus x into dx, and this term is equal to minus pi alpha. Now this is my equation. Now here equating real and imaginary part. If I write this equation as equation number 8, so equating real and imaginary parts, so equating real and imaginary parts. So what I get this value, this is a real part and this value is a real part and this is a imaginary part. So I get this value. So what is a real part? So real part is this term equal to 0 and this is the imaginary part. So what is first? I take imaginary part. So we get x raised to power alpha minus 1 into sine of pi alpha over 1 plus x integration 0 to infinity dx, which is equal to pi iota. So this is a pi iota, so this value will become pi. So from this we get, it implies integration 0 to infinity x raised to power alpha minus 1 over 1 plus x into dx, and this value is equal to pi by sine of pi alpha. So this is my result. This is my one result. Now taking real part. So what is the real part? So here 1 minus cos pi alpha is the common, and this value is equal to 0. So in the real part, 1 minus cos pi alpha into integration of 0 to infinity x raised to power. So no, this is a 1. So in the real part, so what is the real part? So I check that. Now this is imaginary, so real part is this. This is cos pi equal to 0. Now substitute the value of this integration at this place. So first find the real part. So real part is equal to which is 0 to infinity x raised to power alpha minus 1 over 1 minus x into dx, which is equal to, because real part is 0, so which is equal to 0 to infinity x raised to power alpha minus 1 over 1 plus x into dx into cos of pi alpha. Now substitute its value. So its value is cos pi alpha into pi by sine pi alpha, these values. So what is this? So simplify. This is equal to pi time cot of pi alpha. So this is a result of this integration. So this is very, very important result. So integration around 0 to infinity x raised to power alpha minus 1 over 1 minus x into dx, which is equal to pi time cot of pi alpha. So which prove our result.